Today's topic is a sensitive one, but it's one that we need to address because over 30 million Americans suffer from eating disorders, and it's estimated that approximately 4% of the Australian population also has an eating disorder. These are big numbers, and because the statistics are so significant, simple logic would suggest that a good portion of those struggling with eating disorders will be singers. So let's talk about eating disorders and the negative effect that they can have on your voice.
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Dan and I'm a singing voice specialist. I am passionate about singing and I'm super keen to help you realise the full potential of your singing voice. There are many destructive habits that we singers can find ourselves doing that disadvantage the development of our singing. Not hydrating well and poor warm-up practices can all lead to poor vocal outcomes. But the absence or irregular practice of good habits is well within the realms of self-determination and will. We can change the poor habit if we want to. Today's topic of eating disorders does not fall into that same self-determination category. The person suffering from an eating disorder can't simply stop with sheer willpower. Eating disorders aren't simply about the food or the absence thereof. No, there are much deeper psychological matters at play. Every individual case is different and must be treated with a personally designed and tailored approach. Now, before continuing, I want to stress that this video will not be offering any advice about eating disorders aside from the way they affect the voice. If you or a loved one is suffering from an eating disorder, I encourage you to seek medical advice and support from your family doctor. Your doctor is best placed to direct you to excellent support services, including therapists and psychologists where needed. Please don't suffer alone. Talking with someone will be your first step towards a healthy tomorrow.
Sound check.
Eating disorders come in many different forms. Today, we're going to discuss the two main types, Anorexia Nervosa and Bulimia Nervosa. Let's look at each one and briefly outline their potential negative impacts on the voice. Firstly, Anorexia Nervosa is characterised by a fear of gaining weight and is typically driven by an emotional disorder that seeks to control a distorted body image. Anorexia nervosa, when left untreated, can lead to severe weight loss because the ultimate fear of the sufferer is gaining weight. The sufferer typically counters this intense fear by starving themselves. This may include skipping meals, restricting certain food groups, or purging. The main concern for the singer who suffers from anorexia nervosa is the weight loss equals a loss in muscle mass. As many of you already know, the larynx is a structure of bone, cartilage, muscle and ligament, and the mechanical movements, including pitch and dynamic, are in part managed by muscular movements both inside and outside the laryngeal structure. When the laryngeal muscles are weakened because of anorexia, the singer will experience reduction in range, pitch control, and a loss of vocal stamina.
Sound check.
Bulimia nervosa is quite a bit different to anorexia nervosa. Where anorexia is often observable, especially in severe cases because of the unhealthy weight of the sufferer, bulimia often remains hidden because sufferers usually maintain an average weight. So family and friends might not notice the warning signs, which can include food avoidance, fluctuations in weight, and ritualistic purging. Now, perhaps the biggest impact on the voice for the singer who suffers from bulimia nervosa is the self-induced purging. Sufferers of bulimia who will often purge meals by intentionally vomiting up their stomach contents to avoid weight gain. The involuntary and irregular action of vomiting is an important one that helps the body to rid itself of toxins such as food poisoning. But when we voluntarily purge, the action is far more aggressive. Regular purging can lead to laryngitis, pharyngitis, and in some cases, vocal fold hemorrhage, because the violent muscular movements of regular purging deposit stomach acids along the vocal tract. These stomach acids also produce symptoms like that of severe reflux, not to mention the yellowing and thinning of tooth enamel. Both anorexia nervosa and bulimia nervosa are serious psychological illnesses that should be treated with professional care and understanding. The impact of both conditions on the singer and the health of their voice is of serious concern because it can disable an aspect of the sufferer's life, their singing, that brings them joy and fulfillment, something that is often lacking in people struggling under the weight of these two diseases. If you are watching this video and you know that you require help with anything we've covered today, please talk to someone. For many sufferers of anorexia and bulimia, the thought of revealing their secret to loved ones can be a step too far. If this is you, I encourage you to talk with your doctor or a trusted medical practitioner who can guide you to the best forms of care. You don't have to suffer in silence. You can heal, and if you're a singer, you can recover the full use of your voice. I sincerely hope today's video has been helpful and supportive to your vocal journey. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos about learning to sing. Until I see you in the next Voice Essentials video, I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.